Hey, it's Thursday, and I thought I'd make a video on tips on how to function, how to maintain, how to keep your cool, how to live. Just some tips to stay sane for people with mental illness. Because earlier this week I was having a bit of a rough time. I had a bit of psychosis, said some absurd things to people, but I was able to realize I was starting to go that way and take a step back, and now I'm good. So somebody said to me, well, you do pretty well. You handle yourself well considering you have an illness. And I thought, well, let's make some tips, maybe help some other people out. So here you go. Number 1, take your medicine. And this is very important. You got to find the right medicine for you, and you got to have your psychiatrist has got to figure out the illness you have, the correct illness, and this can take years to get the right medicine and the right illness, but you got to stick with it, and you got to take your medicine every day exactly how it's told that you should take it. And there's going to be plenty of times when you think you don't need your medicine. There's going to be times when you don't want to take your medicine, but just take it. I've learned this lesson so many times, and it's important you take your medicine. Number 2, you gotta have good hygiene. It's not just because you're going to smell bad or look bad. You have to have good hygiene because it affects your brain. If your brain sees that you're dirty, and it's just not healthy, and especially your teeth, because if you don't brush your teeth, it affects your brain. So keep your teeth clean, keep your body clean, shave, you'll feel better. Get some sleep. Earlier this week, that was my problem. I wasn't sleeping. I forgot to sleep. I've always had trouble with sleep, but you have to sleep. Obviously, drugs and alcohol, try to do as little as possible. I know all your friends are drinking, doing drugs, but you're going to have to try to cut back as much as possible. And that's another problem for me, but I try my best, and you gotta not do that if you want to stay sane, because with mental illness it doesn't go with your medicine, and it's just not good for you. So try to stay sober. This is a difficult one. You'll have to practice, but you have to find a way to cope with stress and feelings and stuff. Myself, I use music and exercise and meditation, and at times I used to use drugs and alcohol, but I've learned to not do that. So, because you're going to feel some really terrible feelings, and you're going to get stressed like everyone does, and you got to learn to deal with that. Keep yourself busy. Don't let yourself get bored. Get out there and do things, and try to stay active and do things. Don't just lie. When you're first ill, it's okay to sleep a lot, because your medicine's you're not gonna be used to it, and you're gonna need to sleep a lot, and your brain's gonna need to heal, so you're gonna need to sleep a lot. But try to get as active as possible as soon as you can, and keep busy so you don't get bored. Educate yourself on your illness. I know my illness, I have schizoaffector, which is schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. You got to educate yourself on it so that when you're feeling symptoms, you can realize you're feeling symptoms, because if you're going crazy and you don't know you're going crazy, that's when you're the worst. That's when I'm locked in the hospital for months at a time. I don't start getting better until I realize, oh, I'm crazy. And it seems easy, but it's not. Like, I'm thinking all these crazy thoughts. I'm thinking everyone's brainwashed and the world's gonna end or whatever. And I actually think that, and until I go, oh yeah, something's wrong with me, and stuff like that. So if you educate yourself, you can manage it better. So know your illness. And this is kind of a sad one. I wish I didn't have to say this one, but stay alive. Unfortunately, a lot of people with mental illness commit suicide. I know people who have my illness, 60% of us kill ourselves, and there's always hope, there's always a better tomorrow, and a lot of times, whatever can get you through, just stay alive and don't kill yourself, because it's not a good idea. sometimes to be honest, this sounds pretty morbid, but sometimes when I'm really suicidal, I think, oh, life's short, I'll be dead soon enough anyways, so I'll just wait for that. But, you know, and then eventually you get happy again and you don't have to kill yourself, so stay alive. And good luck, and you know, and also at times you're gonna think it's unfair, and you're gonna be in pain and stuff, but just get through it. And Adam, hopefully I see you tomorrow.